A dealer charges nearly $3,000 for an RV generator that is built from the same $1,400 engine and alternator found in mainstream models, and most buyers never hear why. The secret? Inverter technology sold as a luxury is actually standard and shockingly cheap. Why do we keep paying double for basic power? The truth starts with a price tag and gets uglier from there. An RV owner stands in a dealership office holding two invoices side by side. The first lists a popular RV branded inverter generator priced at $2,900, stamped with a dealer logo and a line for an installation fee. The second invoice, printed just days earlier, shows a nearly identical portable inverter generator, same wattage, same engine size, priced at $1,450 from a big box retailer. Both models claim quiet operation, clean power, and RV-ready features. This is sticker shock. Yet the only obvious differences are a painted enclosure and an extra outlet labeled for 30 amp service. No extra battery, no advanced electronics, no hidden upgrade inside. The painted enclosure and a labeled outlet do not change real-world performance. This owner's case is not unique. Across forums and receipts, buyers discover that the so-called RV generator carries a markup of more than $1,000 before it ever burns a drop of fuel. The numbers do not lie. The price gap is real, and it starts before anyone even plugs in a cord. Peel back the covers on nearly any RV-branded inverter generator, and the story stays the same. Underneath the colored plastic and RV-specific stickers sits a familiar setup. A small gasoline engine spins an alternator, producing rough, high-frequency alternating current. That current immediately gets converted to direct current by a rectifier, then rebuilt into a smooth, stable 120-volt pure sine wave by the inverter module. This is not proprietary wizardry. The same circuit, alternator to rectifier to inverter, shows up in hardware store models and RV units alike, often with identical part numbers stamped on the boards. On an oscilloscope, the output wave from a portable priced at $1,400 matches the so-called premium RV generator, both tracing out a clean sine curve with less than 5% distortion. For electronics and appliances, there is no difference. Pure sine power is now standard, not a luxury. And the core inverter technology has become a commodity. The mystery behind the inverter label disappears when you see the guts laid bare. Flip through the spec sheets for most RV generators and the details start to blur. Instead of clear numbers, you find phrases like clean power for sensitive electronics and RV-ready output, but try to spot the actual continuous wattage or total harmonic distortion listed in black and white. On one popular model, the spec sheet highlights a 3,500 watt surge rating, yet the continuous power line is buried in fine print, if it is there at all. Total harmonic distortion, the number that tells you how safe your electronics really are, is often missing entirely. When asked directly, a dealer representative shrugs, points to the glossy brochure and says it is pure sine wave. That is all you need to know. Press for a hard number, what is the total harmonic distortion under load? And the answer is a polite deflection. We do not publish those figures, but it is safe for all your gear. For buyers, the message is clear. Marketing buzzwords stand in for measurable data, and the numbers that matter most rarely make it onto the page. A technician kneels beside an RV generator with the shroud removed, pointing to the cramped layout around the engine. He measures the spark plug clearance, 38 millimeters, barely enough room to fit a socket. Routine maintenance becomes a struggle. The real trouble starts when the engine is pushed to its limits. At 4,300 RPM, the small single-cylinder motor strains to keep up with a loaded air conditioner or microwave. Heat builds inside the insulated enclosure with little airflow to carry it away. After a summer of weekend trips, an owner describes the first signs of trouble: hard starting, sputtering, and finally a dead generator at only 310 hours. The culprit is a gummed-up carburetor, choked by fuel residue and prolonged heat. The technician explains that these failures are not rare. High engine speeds and trapped heat wear down even expensive units. Service access is poor, so a simple carburetor swap or valve adjustment turns into a half-day job. The sticker price promises reliability, but under the shroud, the same weak points show up again and again. A lab technician wheels out 2 generators, one RV branded, one mainstream portable, and fires them up side by side. With both units powering a rooftop air conditioner and a microwave, the technician holds a decibel meter at 3 meters. The reading settles at 71 decibels for each unit, well above their advertised ultra-quiet claims. Next, a fuel gauge tracks consumption over an hour of real RV use. Both fuel tanks drain at nearly identical rates, averaging 0.42 gallons per hour. Despite the premium price tag, neither generator runs quieter or sips less fuel than its cheaper twin. The data leaves no room for marketing spin. Under real-world load, the numbers match up, and the supposed RV advantage vanishes. Total harmonic distortion, THD, is the number that separates safe power from risky power. For most RV electronics, anything under 5% THD is more than enough. Premium models sometimes claim 3%, but that level is only necessary for sensitive medical gear. Voltage sag matters too. Under a heavy load, the best inverters hold within 4% of rated voltage, preventing brownouts and flickering lights. Certified campgrounds may require noise under 55 decibels, but that is rare. For most buyers, focus on continuous wattage, actual THD numbers, and voltage stability, not marketing slogans. Today, inverter technology is standard, yet inflated prices persist. Informed choices cut through the noise and hype. For most RV owners, smarter power means spending less, not more. What is powering your next move?